them. I know people like Maima, people like Martins, they have a lot of their personal fans. So
Mhm.
whatever it is, this is more of like a performance to give back to the fans.
That's right, and also it's been many months ever since we have seen Team Secret on a league of a performance or so. So during that form of a time span, I do believe that they have ample time to also get in great scrims as well as practices. So a lot has probably evolved coming in from the side of Team Secret. When we look back into the series that they played out in this group, all their results were 2-1 apiece. But against YOODO Red Giants, who has been on a hot streak right now, they're definitely going to be one that will be giving them a huge contention for a 2-0 record. But we're quickly going through the bans with Aramis 1-1 being blocked out by the side of YOODO Red Giants. Meanwhile, no Fanny as well as Nolan. I think like this is pretty much a very standard sort of ban for the side of the Malaysian kind of meta, alongside with the Matilda being axed away.
Yeah, aside from let's see. Now, aside from the arguably the Faramis and also now the Matilda, a lot of the healing support type heroes are open, and this has been a meta as of a recent, especially with the introduction of the new item. That is the Flash of the Oasis.
Mm-hmm.
It allows all these type of heroes who provides some level of healing to be enabled in the game, and that ranked up the popularity of those heroes to be picked up. So with the last pick being on the side of Team Secret, if they were to ban out something popular that Udare Giants are used to playing, maybe it could be the Kufra, maybe it could be like the Bruno, or maybe even the Arla. But it looks like they're gonna ban out the meta hero that is the Angela. So the Irrita Angela combo, we won't be seeing that this time.
Yeah, it's great to actually see that Team Secret has been able to at least negate one of these staple supports heading into this meta, and they immediately go ahead to bring out both Bruno as well as Joy, something that we've seen coming out of Burn X Flash early on. Meanwhile, YRG did not even hesitate for a moment to lock in that Guinevere of the first pick. So you expect that if the side of Team Secret did not actually go ahead to get them a EXP later this early on, then they will have to have that a lot of all these options banned away. So I guess you can still have that side lane Joy, which could still work pretty decently. And now they swapped it out and they brought in Arlon, which has been banned throughout the day. And finally, we see some action.
Yeah, you mentioned about like Team Secret potentially not getting the XP laner early. Well, that's your answer. The Arlot will play the XP lane. Joy definitely will be in the jungle. Now, their win rate with the Joy in this tournament so far, they picked it twice. They only won it once. So it's a 50% win rate with Joy. Not too bad, I must say. It's okay. It's a 50%, right? But I was kind of surprised that they left Bruno open. Bruno is really popular. Even like we saw in the previous matchup, Bruno was picked up very often. In fact, all the games, yeah, both games. So even in this tournament so far, Udare Giants, they're comfortable with the Bruno. They have a 100% win rate with the Bruno. So expect them to do well with it.
Yeah, and I guess like the hands are forced, like you said, they have to take the EXP laner in that instance because he was hovering. He's thinking, I want that Bruno pretty badly, but we've already got that Joy locked in. So like Matdola has to be the one that secures it. Now, this Valentina will basically make Team Secret think like, okay, whatever we pick right now, the Valentina is going to steal it either ways. So I guess like they're really figuring out, okay, we got to get that marksman first before we go into the second phase where the pool will be dwindling down in that sense. So a smart measure coming from Nicoli in order to at least get the clock in hand.
Yeah, okay, so both sides, they don't have a strong frontliner yet. And for Udare Giants, they like the Kufra. Yums plays the Kufra well. So if they were to ban out on top of their head, probably it's going to be like the Kufra, since they still need a frontliner. If it's not a Kufra, maybe even a Cho. It has been quite popular recently, but Cho is kind of like not everybody likes to play the Cho because he has a distinct
It's
sort of
kind of like a
play
pocket pick
style.
for a lot of players where,
It
if
is.
you've played it a lot, like, the ins and outs of how you juggle with his mechanics. But I guess, like, it could still be really, really useful. Like, some people even play it as a roamer in certain points. But now you've talked about a couple of points where there's a lot of tanks as well as frontliners that hasn't been picked yet. Baxa is the first one to go off the block.
Yeah, bugs are used by Sakai's before this once with a win, so it's definitely a reason for them to ban it out, and I see why as well because they potentially don't want to deal with the jungle invasion. Instead, maybe they want to deploy the Joy to be the jungle invader instead. So you don't want to have that kind of like push and pull sort of factor. So you kind of remove that, and Joy can potentially do the jungle invasion. Though Joy needs a little bit more time than the Bucks here. But coming back to the draft, so for Team Secret, what they need right now is definitely a mage, a mid laner. So Novaria is being banned out. If they were to ban out something else, I would say it potentially is the Lilia. That is actually all that Team Secret has played as a mid laner in this tournament. They have only played the Faramis, Novaria, Valentina, which is already picked up by YOODO Giants, and only Lilia. So if we were to base on paper, Lilia could be the max ban for YOODO Giants.
Yeah, that could possibly be the case, or if they don't really see the threat, especially when you're a Valentina, sure, you can have the black shoe. Like, I could basically use it as well, where, you're giving me free escape. I willingly take it. Now, they're still focusing down on all these engage potential coming in from the side of YOODO Red Giants, and therefore, Kufra is one pick that you've seen a lot coming out of YOODO Red Giants back in the MPL. So I think like the respect is still there that they would take this one out than to, get charged in with the Titan's Rage and, being hit into a brick wall is not something that they're fond of right now. One more ban. Let's see whether or not if it's that leader that you did mention.
Yeah, but Lilia, if you kind of think about it, is like a double-edged sword, right? So it could
Kadita.
go for or against someone who uses a Lilia. So I guess instead of a Lilia, maybe they think it's not going to be worth it. They ban out Kadita instead. So Kadita is out. No one-shot damage from the Kadita. And Kadita has that potential of like switching lanes very, very quickly, coming in with a one shot. So it's not something that they want to deal with because right now, from the picks that they have, they are still soft picks. So Team Secret, they definitely, due to Giants, they definitely want to pick something tanky as a frontliner to protect the Bruno because we've seen what happened before this. I would expect that maybe like a like one of those tanky ones, like a Minotaur to be picked up because they can also deny it away from Team Secret.
Yeah, I guess like that's pretty much a good shout. We did see a little bit of a hover onto Edith, which can still go pretty much decently against the Guinevere over onto the XP lane. The Khalid has been opened up for the whole time, and you know what? YOODO Giants can take it at any given moment right now, and they will have a really fun time throughout the course of the battle. Now, with the Kaja on board as well, this is going to be quite a scary composition. Though I would say, like, you would have maybe like the Guinevere as your main frontliner alongside with the Khalid in order to make advancements against the side of Team Secret. But to really catch somebody, it's going to be pretty hard, and hence why you need that Kaja to land that Divine Judgment if you want to ensure that you do catch either the Claude or the Lilia once they do utilize their ultimates after.
Okay, imagine this, right? So YOODO Giants, they have the Valentina. So they have the ult, which is IMU. They can steal like a burst damage outs from out of Team Secret. So they steal that, and then Kaja comes in with a Divine Judgment, catches it. It's good enough. Like they have that potential burst damage to take out whoever that Kaja catches. So despite on the baseline they probably don't have enough damage to do that, but because of the IMU from Valentina, that gives it the potential to take down whoever who's being caught up by Kaja.
Yeah, overall, like going into the final pick of the Minotaur as well, like it's going to be pretty difficult to actually find that golden moment to actually land onto everybody as well. So if they can actually catch him in over in a choke point, I think Team Secret does have a very solid 5 versus 5 composition. Now, let's see how things are gonna fare between these two Malaysian squads as we have game 1 between YOODO Red Giants versus Team Secret.
Wow, we're already starting out hard and fast. YOODO Red Giants wants to go in for the jungle invade early on with Yums hovering around. Madola, a little bit of a trouble for him. He's been pushed back, so now he's forced back to reset himself. Did the steal happen? Not really. So YOODO Red Giants, they're just more like being annoying to Team Secret.
Yeah, just a little bit of a hustle going on, and if they do find themselves an opening space, YOODO Red Giants is the one that will usually make very swift advancements, and there's just a little bit of tussle over the mid side here. Badola will have to be very wary on where he steps forward, because everywhere he goes, Yumski's gonna follow no matter what the cost is. They might be able to actually seek out this Joy right in the jungle of Bullock Esports. Is one of the fresh new faces of Team Secret, though this name may actually just be a hidden name for what the real roster is going to be like. And once again, just to remind all of you guys there is a promotion going on for our dear partners at Comp Asia, so you can get yourself some pretty good upgrades to your smartphone if you're on the budget. This is the place for you. So make sure you check out all their deals with the promo code given to you, KOHAI50, for any device on Comp Asia.
And as mentioned in the poster, stocks are limited, so don't miss out on that. Just like how Team Secret, they do not want to miss out on the first turtle. And both sides starting out right now, but keep your eye on the bottom lane. A little bit of a skirmish happening there, so they're trading health with each other. While we can see YOODO Red Giants, they're opening up the space, they're zoning out Team Secret, but Team Secret is not going to back down without a fight.
Not at all, and they're already pretty much well in position to secure this for themselves. Yumski, the brand new player into YOODO Red Giants, have a wealth of experience coming in from inside of Todak. Nicoli tries to look for a little bit of entry, immediately getting punished, but has to force the black shoe. And there we go. Sekis have already found one in the bag. Well, not exactly so, it seems, but that will be pretty much the first turtle being secured by YRG.
Yeah, the moment YOODO Red Giants, they force out the black shoe, they know that Nicoli won't be able to approach any further, hence leaving only Madola, and Madola does not have that amount of damage to steal away the objective. But we already got the first blood here. YOODO Red Giants gets their first blood against Team Secret, taking out Nicoli, who does not have the black shoe, hence it is a little bit more difficult for him to escape.
Indeed, I guess that's great information being channeled within the members of YOODO Red Giants, just knowing exactly the perfect time to punish. And not that Nicoli has brought Flicker anyways in order to escape, so not having that online definitely would result in punishment if you just step forward. Maima-chan uses Blazing Duet just to clear off the way. Meanwhile, steady laning phase for the Khalid against topside, and oh my goodness, a huge juggle going on as Sekis gets another one in the bag. Already having a 2-0 record, he's gonna have a field day out here getting those items up early on.
And you know what? That is Yums executing together with his teammate without the Divine Judgment being used, and now he can potentially use it again. But Maima, underneath the turret, he can be pulled away though, so he has to be really careful here. Plus, he's like super low. ZQT comes in from behind, sees Maima, immediately gets away. Madola is there to just zone out the opponent. Maima's not having a good time, but speaking about not having a good time, looks like Palubok Esports taken down as well.
Boy, oh boy, Sekis doing it all by himself. Hoping channel
Gorgeous.
on to Neo Channel on a huge shot coming out of Gorgeous just to be able to pile on the damage numbers. And it's just a clean sweep right now for YOODO Red Giants, 4-0. And Sekis is just a huge threat alongside with his Khalid. They are just going for dives all across the board, and now from the back, they go sweeping right in. Madola has to get his way to safety, and he will do so. But Neo-chan looking for a target as he hops over on Yumski, but over the back, they got him terrified. ZQT immediately pounces on.
Oh, beautiful rotation there by Gorgeous. And with that rotation, he got like 2 kills, and he supported his teammates to secure the objective. I mean, Gorgeous from the bottom lane, moving to mid, moving to the top now, and having a free hit onto the turret. And not only that, Sakai's, what just happened? Another kill for YOODO Red Giants.
He dove past 2 turrets to actually get that takedown, and here we go. Battle mirror image, bringing him back to safety. Zekis, he does not care. He's just looking for pickoffs, and there's nowhere safe on the map for Team Secret right now. Zekis will immediately going to hijack the purple buff as well. And look at them go. Zach Cutie still has the black shoe taken out for his IMU ultimate. Upload Esports can only hold for so long, where Yumski waiting from the back as well. A huge stack over mid side as Sif will be able to get one more turret for team.
Oh man, Contra. At this moment, it's 5k gold difference in about 6 minutes, and they have about 2 levels difference between the teams or between the players. Team Secret, they have to win back the map at this moment, but it's proving really tough. The fact that Yums is roaming around, and Team Secret is aware of the fact that the Divine Judgment can pick them off.
Yeah, and they're just looking to actually skill back into the game, but there's not much room for safety. Divine Judgment lands over onto Maima, and he won't be able to pull away, but Yumski one hit away, and Maima will still get it right through. What a huge statement coming out, but nobody can deal with Sekis right now. That damage is just too huge for anyone to survive. Madola doesn't look all too tanky for a Minotaur. Will have to go down. They get 2, and they will get the mid-turn too.
Yeah, speaking about the damage, even Madola is not able to tank it out. This is the gap that they have right now, the goal gap between YOODO Red Giants and Team Secret. And now with the total up, there's no way that Team Secret can challenge. And if we were to look at the items, well, Team Secret averagely completed 1 item. But for YOODO Red Giants, there are 3 items. And look at the damage again from Gorgeous. That one shot underneath the turret.
I don't even know how Team Secret deals with this anymore. They're just snowballing out of control. Every member of YOODO Red Giants is hitting level 10 and 11 already. And Sekis, man, this guy, I don't think like anybody would be able to set foot out of their turret zones. Look at the dives, like he doesn't even care if it's a Minotaur that he's facing. Well, here comes Team Secret trying to defend this turret, but I think they will just have to let it slide for now.
Yeah, you pointed it out right. The dive underneath the turret, even though it's a Minotaur, just shows the level of confidence that YOODO Red Giants has at this moment. Okay, Madola waiting at the side. He's waiting to pounce in, but okay, they see each other. I'm sure he's waiting to... Yeah, I'm sure he's waiting to pounce in with the Minoan Fury, but he goes in, but his teammates are just way too far behind.
Madola being chunked out. Zach Cutie will be able to buy a little bit more space as Sif takes down the turret as they're still looking for the dive. A little bit overzealous of the Khalid in order to hop over just to seek out that Minotaur, but that's not too worth it after all. It's getting shut down already, but Sif still looking for a target right now. Neo-chan steps foot onto Sekis instead. That's not where he needs to be. A monster kill for Sekis, and everywhere they go, they get obliterated. Nikoli just got to use the black to go away, but not going to be stopping Yumski from pulling off that Divine Judgment.
Oh man, it's already 9k gold difference, heading to 10k, and look at the taunt coming in from Yumski in front of the base of Team Secret. That is how confident they are at this moment. And, well, I don't think they'll be able to take down the inhibitor turret as of now, but maybe the next wave. But okay, never mind about that. The Lord is up. YOODO Red Giants will refocus back on taking out the Lord by only sending 2 heroes there.
Yeah, I think it will use this Lord as a bait and perhaps just get this one for free without any form of the contest coming out as Team Secret, because they're just not in any shape or form in order to even challenge them. Itemization wise, like, you're only seeing maybe 2 items maximum completed by the side of Team Secret, whereas members of the side of YOODO Red Giants, they're just hunting out again. Gorgeous with a beautiful shutdown once more. And now Zach gets another one in the bag. That's 3 in a row for Zach.
You know what? It looks like YOODO Red Giants, they're not even bothered about like the minion wave, like putting up a nice wave to push in all 3 lanes. They're like, okay, we just push into the middle. Speaking about the middle, Yumski in trouble.
Finally, a beautiful minion fairy knocks onto Tree, and Sif still has numbers to chunk out. My, Team Secret, as much as they've gotten 1, they will eventually bring down 2. I guess that is only a little bit of consolation as the Lord approaches. They still have to defend. Should be able to bring this one in a jiffy.
Oh.
As YOODO Red Giants, they're still all around the map though. But I think it's basically take this a little bit slower from here on. YOODO Red Giants is way too far ahead with a 10k goal lead.
Okay, we can see that YOODO Red Giants, they're calming down right now. Probably they're telling themselves that, okay guys, I know we are steamrolling, but let's be disciplined. We fall back, we reset, and we'll come back again later on. Now the goal is 10k goal difference, and the goal difference still matters at this point because we're only like 12 minutes. But here we go, the Divine Judgment pulls it onto Neo, but Neo gets away.
Neo does get away, but not so much for the Minotaur though. They're still chasing on, and finally Pablo finds one, but he is in the slither of health. God just gives chase. Can he get it?
Oh, he's going.
Seems
He
to be
got
okay.
it!
Beautiful work coming out of YOODO Red Giants, and they're going in for more. Money stopping seconds, even underneath the turret. And here comes Sif. And this is just pretty much in the back for YOODO Red Giants with only a minion left for them. They're still going for the dive. Though they do have a member going down, YOODO Red Giants secures the first lead in the series.
Contra, if I were to be absolutely honest, the few kills that Team Secret got was because YOODO Red Giants became really confident, like overconfident. But if they were to keep their discipline, at most, probably Team Secret would have only gotten 1 kill out of Yums, and that's about it. This is, in other words, a massacre from YOODO Red Giants.
Yeah, the tempo was mad for YOODO Red Giants. Like, the moment that they found those initial picks, like, you just see them gaining that momentum, gaining that confidence for every single dive that they've had. And ever since that, they were playing for that turtle. Like, once they do get the catch from the side of Sekius, like, you just see him just playing so aggressively in all these fights, going in for flanks and even very deep dives. And the backup from the side of YRG is just immaculate, where you just see that push and pull mechanic, and whenever that Sekius is in trouble, you still have Gorgeous to deal with. So I don't really see a way out for the side of Team Secret. They're looking for a sort of a scaling composition where they can play around later on with a huge Minoan Fury, but that's about it. Even if you saw it connecting here, it doesn't seem like they have enough numbers in order to melt down too many of their targets as well.
I like the timing of Minoan Fury, however, because there was a minion who was hitting the turret, so Maima, he focused onto the minion instead. Hence, there wasn't enough damage to follow up onto the Minoan Fury. And yeah, that is where it was a little bit of a missed opportunity, but it was also an opportunity at the same time. So it was kind of like that trade-off for Team Secret. And I guess it was also kind of boiled down to like timing and also communication on when Mandola was actually supposed to do it, or maybe he should wait for another opportunity instead where Maima would have been more prepared and without minions hitting the turret. So here we go, 20-6. And if we look at the items, there's no single dominance ice for YOODO Red Giants. That means that YOODO Red Giants, they're not even bothered with the tankiness of Mandola. They're like, okay, we just build on damage on our side, forget about the dominance ice, and just have fun.
Yeah, like they're just basically going full brawl mode throughout the course of this battle, where you just see Prince Gorgeous going for Blade of Heptaseas as well as an early BOD as well. It's just pretty mad on how well they've been able to just dive in and out without really getting heavy punishments. And I guess like this is where you really need to think about the composition for Team Secret in the upcoming game. Like, you probably need a little bit more crowd control going into a lot more of these battles because you can't just rely on one Minotaur. So yeah, other than Minotaur, I guess like everybody else kind of does some damage in between, but nothing really is a solid form of a lockdown which could basically stop the Guinevere throughout the course of the series. Because you look at Sekius, there's so many times where he was in the state of almost getting taken out, and it still has a lot more spacing that will be created by his teammates in order to actually make his way out. And there's just no way for them to actually catch that Guinevere.
Yeah, and in reality, at this moment, Team Secret, they are out of the competition, unfortunately. So this is more like a practice slash tryout, sort of a skirmish slash tournament for them. So it's a matter of the players proving themselves that they deserve to have a spot in Team Secret in their upcoming MPL qualifiers and tournaments to come as well. So whatever it is, I do hope that in the following round, Team Secret, the players are able to put up a good show because this is